the U.S. government, U.S. Air Force shut down the best golf course in Alaska, Eagle Glen, like 4 years ago. And it needs to be reopened.
All right, I'll put that in.
When you think of Alaska, you don't really think of golf to begin with.
This is mountain golf.
Even though Alaska is this massive, massive state, it only has 22 courses, and I was able to take a peek at almost half of those. And I wanted to see, what does golf look like in Alaska? What does the competitive golf scene look like? What do the players sound like? What are their games like? So I went all the way up to spend a week there and find out. I'm kind of starting to take it for granted, but some of these major highways are just dirt roads. You can't really get from point A to point B. I'm going 60 miles to Anchorage right now, but it's actually 140 miles of driving. All right, we are at Anchorage Golf Course. We're a little late to meet some of the Anchorage squad. Much more of like a golf course, traditional golf course feel driving in. This feels like the first big full-on 18-hole round of the trip, so let's go check it out. All right, 347. Sorry to hold you guys up.
I was meeting up with 3 local golfers to hear more about the tight-knit Anchorage golf community. This is Jeremy Peters. He's a former sports writer who runs the Alaska Golf Blog, where he keeps track of challenge matches which factor into this fluid power ranking of all the best golfers in Alaska.
It just turned into a fun thing that has allowed me to really meet a lot of people that I never would have met before.
On our day at Anchorage, Jeremy had challenged Marcus DeLessie to a match. Marcus is one of the area's best players and was gearing up for the U.S. Open local qualifier. These guys were celebrating the beginning of the summer. It had snowed in Anchorage the week before, but once that melted, the golf season was officially in full swing.
We have about 20 hours of daylight, which means you can play a lot of golf in a day.
I could get off work at midnight, go play an entire 18 holes on an empty golf course with nobody in front of me. Get done by about 2:30, I'd still have sunlight when I was driving home.
Couldn't even feel that it was raining, but I could hear it on this.
I was starting to get used to Alaskan conditions, too. By the afternoon, Anchorage gave that 50 degrees with 30-mile-per-hour winds that we'd been promised.